air signs. How are you? I cannot believe we are almost to July this year. Feels like it's been 1,000 years, and yet it feels like it's going by at warp speed as well. It's been um, just unprecedented. I think the events, obviously, but just the energy inundating us, the upgrades, the purging, the growth. I don't even recognize myself from a month ago. I can't believe. I feel like I've lived 4 lifetimes in the last year, but this year alone, like 2 lifetimes. Just constant metamorphosis, constant change. And that type of energy is really being amplified right now with the series of eclipses. We're about to come up on our third one in a row. And that one I think is July 4th, July 5th, into that time frame. And I think it coincides with a full moon. I want to say it's in Capricorn, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I did not do my proper research, but I'm not an astrologer. You guys know that. I know just enough to be dangerous. But I know how these things definitely affect me and my energy. The Schumann waves are going crazy. That's a whole nother concept. We also had an eclipse, a lunar eclipse, and a new moon in the summer solstice all right at the same time. We've had Mercury go retrograde. We've had Venus go direct. I think Neptune's now in retrograde. We have a bunch of planets in retrograde. And the planetary alignments that are occurring right now, some of the combinations of the things that are happening have not happened since the Revolutionary War. So it's no wonder that there's so much craziness going on. So what I want to do now, you guys know, if you're familiar with the readings I typically do, I did not do one in June this time, but I do them by element group. So again, this is for air signs. And typically I'll do kind of an energy, like a current tap into the energy, and then like just a forecast, a general. I want to do something a little bit more specific. I want to look at how all these energies are going to be affecting you, this collective of air signs. And I'm going to specifically look into some changes that might be coming, just the transformation that might be forced. And again, a lot of people, they're losing jobs, they're ending relationships, they're having you know, falling out with family, all those types of things. So again, it's a general reading. So take what resonates, toss the rest. You might want to also check out, I highly encourage you to check out the other aspects of your chart. As always, I have the link to Cafe Astrology below. For me, for example, I'm a Sagittarius sun sign, but I have 9 planets in my entire chart that are in Earth. So Earth energies, obviously what's going on in that Earth collective, that affects me quite a bit. You might find that you have a lot of water in your chart. So it's important to look at a lot of these other ones, especially your sun, moon, and rising. But as a whole, your chart really, the planets that you have in your chart can really impact things. So I encourage you to look into that. Also, if this is resonating for you, I encourage you to join me over on Vimeo for the extended. The link for that is down below. That is $7.77 right now. It's about a 20-minute or so extended reading, developing on what comes out here. I'll pull another spread there as well to go more in depth, to give some guidance, some healing advice, counseling, that type of thing. And it's obviously a lot cheaper than a reading would be with me one-on-one. So if it's resonating, again, I encourage you to check that out. So without further ado, we're going to get started, and I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to pull a spread, and I'm also going to pull 3 cards to clarify. I usually don't do that until the extended, but I wanted to I'm being called to do that today to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to go in depth in over on Vimeo. So, excuse me, so clear channel. Messages for the air signs. Okay, yeah, these cards are feeling like really heavy, so I don't know what type of energy is going on, but it's not a bad card to start out with, though. Not surprised to see that card. So a lot going on here. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Moonology. Some clarifier here, which actually is probably going to help because there's a lot happening. Okay, we're going to pull Butterfly Oracle from Doreen Virtue. Okay. Yep. My throat chakra is going crazy all of a sudden. It's been fine all day. I don't know what's going on with you guys. have so many decks that wanted to be here that I don't have room on my table for everything. Okay, let's see what we've got going on. And we do have, as far as the recent past energy, we have the Queen of Swords that's come out. That's the card I said I was not surprised to see. Now, number one, because this is an air sign reading, so swords does represent air. Air is the element. But the Queen of Swords energy is very much, it's about cutting away things that no longer serve and not feeling guilty about it. It's about setting boundaries. It's about just saying, enough of this, I'm done. So I feel like many of you are being prompted with, and this is not just women, because again, we all have masculine and feminine within us, but so that if you're a man watching, it could be that you've just like, you're getting, I think, the strength, the impetus, the urgency to cut away relationships and situations that no longer serve. Could very well be that you're trying to manifest a new job. I'm seeing that for some because we have the Magician here. But the blocking energy is the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm getting, there's maybe a lack of confidence and a lack of balance in a situation. Yeah, not having faith, I think that of the direction or the path that you're on. And yeah, and again, the King of Wands is here as well. So that's an energy, King and Queen of Wands. That's about a balance. I was just picking up on that, okay, because we have the Two of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like there's a lack of confidence in believing that you can change your reality, that you have the ability to bring forth a more stable situation, be it in a relationship or a job. But I'm getting the feeling that it's more of a job situation here because of the predominance. Well, there's not really, I don't know. That's the energy I'm picking up on as a job situation because the Pentacles came out right out the gate. But you're wanting, it's like the Queen of Pentacles, she's got her shit together. She's, you know, she's carrying the coin, like she's through the water. I mean, it's not been an easy journey, but she's like made it. And I'm getting that again, not believing that you can go the distance is kind of what I'm feeling here. There's some sort of an opportunity, something that, you know, in your life right now is lacking balance. You're wanting to go forward with making this change, with taking the sword and like just saying no, but there's something here for whatever reason, again, that confident energy, that wands energy, that forward momentum is not happening. So because the change card that was keep the faith. So that's where I'm feeling like there's a lack of faith, a lack of confidence, a lack of believing yourself to be the magician that can create this change. So I feel like there's, and maybe that's why the cards were so heavy, is because there's like this stuck energy. It's like this just like, yeah, I'm not happy in this situation. I can't do this much longer. I want to cut it away, but I don't know how to get out of it. You've got the Ten of Wands here, which is like having kind of the weight of the world on your back. It's like, you know, constantly being the one putting out fires, carrying all this shit, like not having a team help. It's like you're just at wit's end. You're overburdened. We've also got the Devil here, and that is a card that has to do with fears. So that's what I'm picking up on definitely, is a lack of confidence, a fear of making a change. And the thing to remember about the Devil card, especially in this deck, most of the time it's your own doing, it's your own fear, it's your own ego that is keeping you there, and you have the ability to get out. Because look at this, this mermaid is in this cage and is in this you know, level of despair, like I'm trapped, I can't get out. But guess what? The padlock there, it's open, it's unlocked. So she's got herself trapped in here. And all this stuff out here, there's all these treasures out here that could be pursued, and there's all this stuff waiting, but it's like, nope, I'm just going to stay in this situation. I'm going to stay stuck. That's what I'm picking up on. But it's time to refocus. That's one of the cards, is we got refocus. It looks like, you know, this almost looks kind of like a storm. It's like, you know, if you make this change, it's going to maybe create a storm in your life. It could cause an issue with a partner. It could cause, it's just an upheaval. It's scary. Change is scary. But looking at the bigger picture is the moon guidance that you got as far as what these eclipses are bringing. It's like looking at keeping the faith, looking in the long run of what this change is going to bring. That's the critical advice. Stepping into your confidence. Queen of Wands is very much, and the King of Wands is here too. It's finding that balanced, confident energy for a stable foundation. Now, for some of you, this could have to do with a relationship. Um, Something maybe is out of balance here. You're needing to make a decision to go forward on your own. And the reason being is that you're not getting, with the things being out of balance, you're feeling trapped. You're not getting the support that you need. You've got the Ten of Wands energy, right? If somebody's not giving their weight, pulling their weight in the situation, this is not what the outcome is for you. And you're realizing that this person does not have your back, is what I'm getting. And therefore, that Queen of Swords energy is coming out. And you're deciding to go within the Hermit and kind of reflect and contemplate and decide that, what, at this point, I'm gonna go alone. The Hermit is the energy of solitude. It's a 9, and it's about going within, and it's like, bringing your own light and, leading your own way. And we've also, like I said, Queen of Pentacles, going forward, realizing you can support yourself. It doesn't have to be a woman, that this resonates with, but that you don't need a partner to be happy, to be confident, and that you're going to move beyond into calmer waters. The Six of Swords. So, if cutting out this situation, it's scary, it's hard, but once you do it, it's realizing that, you're going to get out of that sad energy, of that scary energy. It's just going through it, right? It's going through that storm. So the outcome that we have based upon this is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this might resonate for you, if you're dealing with a female water sign or just any, water sign, but this I'm getting is more the energy of love. It's a self-love energy. If you're in a bad situation where you're deciding to leave a relationship and go into the hermit mode and find your own stability, your own confidence, love yourself, that's what you ultimately may choose to do in this situation. With the job situation, it's about, again, doing things that bring you emotional balance. And if you are in the situation where you're feeling stuck, you're feeling trapped, you're burdened and overwhelmed, then you're not in this energy. So the beautiful thing, though, is the outcome. I feel like if you're being urged to make this decision, right, you're either gonna, you're not manifesting something because you don't have the confidence, or you're making a decision not to leave a situation, venture out on your own. I feel like the outcome here is good if you make that decision, you make that cut, you pick up that sword. Now, that being said, we are going to go over to Vimeo, and we are going to pull some additional cards on this. Again, I don't know what direction it's going to take in the Vimeo. It may end up focusing, when I pull the other spread, it could focus more on the job situation. It could end up focusing all on the romantic. It just depends on what cards come out. But either way, I always provide guidance that I feel can help anybody improve themselves. A lot of us have the same core wounds, the same things that are being triggered with these energies. So I encourage you to check that out if either of these messages that came through resonate for you. So either way, I will either see you in Vimeo or I will just see you next month. Take care. Bye.